All right, hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. This channel is for educational purposes, and we check into great theories, concepts, and discoveries that you might not be familiar with because they've been suppressed from the realm of permissible debate and discussion. The powers that be don't like these topics, and so they marginalize them, and we try to keep them in, the current consciousness. This segment is called the Q-tip of the spear, where we take a look at the coverage of the cutting edge of the InfoWar and the war between the globalists and the patriots, the worldwide civil war that's going on that most people are not aware of because most of it is what you would call fifth generation warfare. Not really kinetic, but um, fought out on the information level. And yeah, I don't know. Saturday is always kind of a difficult day for podcasting. A lot of the podcasters take a day off or do some kind of special thing or make a premium video where you have to pay for it or something. And now the kind of two tip of the spear uh, podcasting teams both have uh, conventions going on um, up in the Midwest, and so they are not putting out as much. Um, but I do want to talk about what I normally talk about because, I'm convinced that the Patriots are in full control and they basically won this battle, um, and that the deep state is circling the drain, and that the Patriots, instead of eating popcorn or celebrating executions or, you know, partying, uh, the Patriots need to up their game. Um, they've done a great job of digging up stuff from the past, especially the 20th and 21st centuries, all of the psyops and hoaxes and false flags and um, you know, uh, misinfo, disinfo, amplified messaging, and hoaxes and hype spectacles. But what they haven't done is they haven't properly scrutinized their own beliefs, especially their cherished beliefs that go back deeper into history, back to the 17th, 18th, 19th century, but even before that, back to ancient history. I'm talking about their religious books, their classical works, their heroes, their rituals, their holidays, their diets, their uh, values, their models for what is good and great, and morality. And these things are, um, I think, taken for granted by them that they're good. They haven't dug into them. I heard some some patriots today talking about, religion being a good thing and that we want more religion, and of course the commander in chief is always pandering to you in that manner. um, but I just want to make a distinction here as far as, you know belief systems are concerned, because I'm an outspoken person who believes from the research that I have undertaken, which I think is quite a bit more than what your average patriot has undertaken. Um, that Christianity, the New Testament of the Bible, was a psychological operation against the Jews by the Romans. The Roman Caesars were the true authors of the New Testament. And it is a piece of psychological warfare against the Jews, just coming off this 7-year-long war that they got done fighting against the Jews from 66 to 73 AD. And um, I, I've talked about that in hundreds of videos on this channel. What I want to mention right now has more to do with uh, the nuance of that. Um, the fact that I believe that the New Testament is a psychological operation doesn't classify me as an atheist, and um, and uh, it would be the same for you if you did the research and figured out that uh, that the Roman Caesars were the obvious, and I'm talking about obvious, um, uh, writers of the New Testament. Um, that does not mean that I don't believe in God. You know, there is a distinction between God and Jesus. You know, you cannot believe in Jesus and still believe in God. And um, you can also, like me, believe that the Old Testament of the Bible is equally flawed in its interpretations because it's taking a lot of um, older, much older myths and legends from the Sumerians, particularly, and using them in their Old Testament, especially the book of Genesis, and but throughout, and they are totally misinterpreting the Old Testament to insert God into it. I read the Old Testament as not having any God in there, except for during the first chapter of Genesis. And then God leaves the stage and makes way for Yahweh Elohim. And Yahweh Elohim is not God. It's translated as God, but just judge the tree by the fruit. Yahweh Elohim is zealous and jealous and angry and vengeful and arbitrary and capricious and obsessive compulsive and has a um, smoking addiction and uh, is well, I said jealous, is insecure and indecisive, um, and just that's not God. You know, I mean, I'm sorry. The God that I'm talking about is omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. And those, I think, are the criteria there. And I believe that there is something to that effect. Maybe more abstract than you might think, and less, more hands off. You know, only interfering in instances of chance. Um, but those distinctions aside, you know, I can still uh, believe that there is a higher power and a higher intelligence, and that I can understand that higher intelligence directly through my own faculties, um, and that I don't need books or testaments or popes or priests or pastors to tell me what I'm supposed to believe. And that is the essence of the age of Aquarius, the fifth density, and the golden age that the commander-in-chief talks about. He is pandering to you with the Christianity thing. He knows better. He knows that that's fake, but he does, know that there is a God, and so you're kind of on the right track. But it's dangerous. Christianity is dangerous because it leads to this kind of blind faith and this enthusiasm that isn't warranted, and also a kind of an us versus them kind of mentality. And so, but more than anything, it's dangerous because it's not true. And so, if you're a truther, you need to investigate this. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and come back tomorrow for another episode of the Q-Tip of the Spear. Thanks for tuning in today, and have a great day.